we've already spoken about when you were going to finish and you got back on the horse, so to speak, and you're back in your A game now. If someone would have said to you sort of 3 or 4 years ago that you would have ridden 5 Group 1 winners in 2013, you'd be riding as first jockey to arguably the most powerful racing operation in the world, what would you have said?
Oh, yeah, you know, you couldn't have believed it, you know, for 1 second really. So, no, like I say, I do have to pinch myself, and I'm so lucky that, you know, I was struggling to get on and all the rest of it, and to now kind of be where I am now, you do have to kind of pinch yourself. And you know, I'm very thankful. I've had a lot of good people that have helped me with my career, like Mr. Charlton and, you know, various other people that have been great for advice and all the rest of it. But I'm very lucky.
How much of a shock was it for you when you got the call to be asked to ride for Prince Khalid?
It's crazy, really. It's hard to kind of put into words when, you know, obviously I had a meeting with Teddy. Teddy Grimthorpe obviously rang me and said he needed to meet up with me, and I was a bit worried. I didn't know what he wanted, whether it was in the bad books or what. And then when he came out and said that Prince Khalid, you know, has, you know, requested that we retain your services, was pretty, yeah, it was mind blowing, really. I left that meeting in a very happy state of mind.
That must be like turning the television on a Saturday night and seeing that your 6 numbers have come up on the lottery.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, something like that, I suppose, is the best way of explaining it. But it's pretty amazing, yeah.
And who was the sort of first person you called, or what did you say to them? How were you feeling when, as you said, when you came out of that meeting?
I didn't ring anyone, actually. Straight away. Obviously, my head was just completely in the clouds, so I just went off for a drive. I drove round down to there's a forest down near us, and I just kind of drove down there and had a walk round and just tried to kind of gather my thoughts before I spoke to anyone. Obviously I couldn't really say much at the time, so I couldn't actually tell too many people about it, so it was all very on the hush hush.
And you've got some pretty hefty boots to fill, which I've got no doubt you'll have no problem filling. I mean, you look at the likes of Richard Hughes, I should say, and Pat Edgery, Greville Starkey. They really are legends of the turf, aren't they?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, Pat Edgery's record was pretty amazing. You know, he was a fantastic jockey, and obviously Richard Hughes, he did very well for Jobmont as well. So it's, you know, I have got some big boots to fill, but hopefully it can fall into place and we can make it work. Yeah.
We touched there on Al Kazim, of course, who was bred by John Deere, so a small owner breeder. Obviously, Prince Khalid is a much bigger in that sphere. But I suppose the good thing about the job is that while you're only learning about these horses this year, you're hopefully in years to come, you're going to learn to know lots about all of the whole breeding from the operation and ride them, of course, in their races.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I often speak to Richard Hughes the odd time, because obviously some of the horses I'm riding now are from the same family lines as he was riding, so he gives me good advice on the pedigrees and all the rest of it. But like you say, their breeding operation is just kind of second to none, really. Their breeding lines, when I got the horses in training book from Teddy, I looked down through them. The pedigrees are just phenomenal, really.